Okay, so you've seen the title and I'm not going to waffle, so let's get straight into it. The first feature fans want in GTA 6 is the ability to leave the engine or music playing when you exit a vehicle. Yes, I know this feature was originally in GTA 4, with it unfortunately being cut from GTA 5, but the community wants it to return with GTA 6 and I can kind of understand why. Let me just elaborate really quickly. If you press the Y button or triangle on PlayStation, you could actually exit your vehicle and leave the engine running, and you could also hear music from outside the vehicle. And if you wanted to fully turn the car off when exiting a vehicle, all you had to do was hold Y or triangle on PlayStation. Again, it's a really small and simple feature, and personally I don't see any reason why I wouldn't want it in GTA 6, so I'm going to put it in A tier. Anyway, next up's quite an interesting one, and that's that people want more realistic and engaging consumables. And mainly what is meant by this is smoking and drinking. For example, you may have noticed in Red Dead Redemption 2, but when Arthur actually lights a cigarette, he only takes one puff before chucking it on the floor. However, unlike past GTA games, at least in RDR2 you get a stat boost from smoking, and obviously you can use other consumables to recharge your health, stamina and your deadeye as well. So I think it's clear that fans want more realistic animations in GTA 6, as well as these consumables actually having like significant gameplay effects, just like they did in RDR2. In my opinion, it sounds like a great feature to have in GTA 6, and it's just going to add to the overall realism of the game. I mean, as long as it doesn't take 30 seconds to smoke a cigarette in GTA 6, and it actually has effects on your stats and the gameplay, then I'm going to put this in S tier for now, because I'm not going to say no. I'm not really sure if I should put this one in the video, but it's pretty obvious what fans want in GTA 6. With that being, of course, jiggle physics in the game. You've probably watched that one scene enough times by now to know that this is definitely being improved in GTA 6. And on top of that, I'm not really sure if this is a fan wanted feature, but someone out there must want it. Male strippers are obviously coming with GTA 6 as well, which you can see is implied here from this one screenshot. So it's clear that Rockstar's trying to please the female community. Or, you know, some of the guys might want this feature as well, but it depends what you're into. But anyway, solely based off the first point here, I feel like we have to put it in S tier. Next up, this one is mainly focused around the San Andreas version of the feature, and that's the ability to order food and actually sit down in restaurants. Even if you haven't played GTA San Andreas, this one's pretty self-explanatory, but it would be much appreciated in GTA 6 to help you regain your health or maybe stamina if it's in the game. And this leads perfectly into the next feature, which I'm actually going to combine with this one, and that's the gym or weight management system, again from San Andreas. To put it simply, you could gain or lose weight with CJ, and this system actually had a big effect on gameplay. If you made CJ fat, maybe by feeding him a bunch of burgers from the restaurant earlier, then you would actually see a reduction in his movement speed and stamina, whereas if you were skinny it was the opposite, and it actually gave you an advantage in the game. And adding on to that, you could go to the gym with CJ to lift weights and actually improve his strength as well, and this feature just added another interesting element to the game. But for some reason this was cut from GTA 5, so I think I'm right in saying that pretty much all of us want this to return with GTA 6, and it definitely seems from the trailers and screenshots that we've seen so far that this is going to be an important element in GTA 6. On top of that, this is luckily one of the features that's been confirmed by GameRoll, but as always take this with a pinch of salt. And also I think that the best parts of this system will shine more in GTA 6 Online. I mean, just imagine the variety of body types and characters we're going to be able to have, and I'm sure Rockstar knows we're all going to use this feature incredibly responsibly, so for that reason let's whack it in S tier. But following on from that now, we've got the rumoured new weapon storage system, or rather more realistic aspects to gunplay and inventory. All of us have already seen Lucia and Jason grabbing guns out of their trunk, which closely mimics a system from RDR2 where most of your weapons were stored on horseback. Essentially what this means is you'd only be able to carry around 2 or 3 guns on your person at one time, and the rest of the weapons you'd have to store away or transport with you in your car. Overall, there's a lot of mixed opinions about this in the community. Lots think it would completely ruin the game and that it wouldn't fit the vibe of GTA at all, but I've also seen a few in support of the feature because they want it to be more realistic and ultimately strategic in GTA 6. At the moment, I'd say I'm sort of in the middle between the two. I understand that it wouldn't really fit the GTA vibe, but currently, especially in GTA Online, there's not really much point in owning a handgun when you can just reach for an RPG, so I think I'd say I'm more in favour of this being in GTA 6, but I really hope that Rockstar gives us the option to toggle this in game. For instance, in story mode it might make more sense in comparison to online where you might just want to mess around, and even for RP or just custom servers you need that option there in my opinion. So on the basis that Rockstar implements this properly in GTA 6, I'm actually going to put this in A tier for now, but I'm open to changing it in the future. And leading on from that with another RDR2 related feature, but it's one that we have to brief on, and that's obviously the greet and antagonise system. I'm not going to go too too in depth with this one, but in Red Dead Redemption 2 you could either greet, antagonise, and then later on you could either interrogate them more or defuse the situation. And from the 2022 leaks, we definitely know that this is coming in GTA 6, and I feel like it's an essential addition to the game. And oh yeah, just before I forget to rank it, I think the variety that this feature brings to the game means that it has to go in S tier. But moving on now to one which I'm very excited for, with that being the upgraded police AI in GTA 6. Starting off, fans want more smart and logical police in GTA 6. For example, it would be nice for the police to just pull you over if you have a 1-star wanted level, instead of just shooting you straight away like in GTA 5. You've probably heard the cops shouting at you to pull over every time you play GTA, but just imagine if this was actually a feature in GTA 6, and maybe once they pull you over you could either receive a ticket or you could just drive off and start a high-speed chase. So yeah, just more realistic and interactive cops, not ones that just spawn out of nowhere like in the past GTA games. And this is one of those things that's highly speculated to be similar to Red Dead Redemption 2, if not better. So what that means is if you rob a shop or blow up a car in Vice City, then the police aren't just going to appear behind you like in other games, and they're more likely to clear the area and ask witnesses before they actually attempt to track you down, similar to how the witness system worked in RDR2. And all of this information could lead to them knowing your face or even the car that you're driving in, and ultimately the investigation would progress from there, just like in real life. Obviously, this likely means that the police are going to be a lot harder to escape in GTA 6, but I'm definitely up for the challenge and overall the more engaging experience, so I think this one has to go in S tier again. Sorry, I realise we're putting quite a few in S tier here, but I'm just trying to be brutally honest. But let's add on to that now with another feature which definitely complements the police AI, and that's just more random events or general criminals in Vice City. For example, in most GTA games, although some have done it in a limited way, it always feels like you're the only criminal in the whole city, and when you actually take a minute to think about that, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So more NPCs and even gang members getting up to no good would be a great addition in GTA 6. We've seen a glimpse of it in one of the screenshots, and it's just one of the features that's going to make the world feel truly alive. And also, it will just be a breath of fresh air to see that you're not the only one getting targeted 24/7. And on top of that, maybe you could actually intervene in these events, and you could end up assisting any side you want, whether that be the police or the criminals. And if this is actually possible, I'd really like to see it tie into the supposed honor level in GTA 6. But just solely for the reason that the game could function perfectly without it, I'm just going to leave it in A tier for now. Moving on now, I apologise in advance because we're sort of going through a police phase with this video, but these features seem to come up a lot in the community. Next up, people want to see return the most wanted side missions from GTA 4. And if you don't know what this is a feature that allowed you to track down criminals from a stolen police car. Once you had stolen any police car in GTA 4, then you could access the computer system on it, and on it there was a list of around 30 criminals that you could take down if you wanted to make the world a better place. Again, it's another small feature, and most of the missions were pretty basic overall, but it's still another feature and thing to do in the game, and I'm going to take as much as we can get in GTA 6, so I certainly won't say no to this one as well. After all, the police are one of the biggest parts in Grand Theft Auto, and you'll likely interact with them every time you play GTA 6, so I really don't mind if Rockstar pads out the police with tons of features going forward. But even though I think this feature's good, it could obviously be improved in GTA 6, and if it wasn't in the game, there's definitely lots of other areas where they could make the police better altogether. So for that reason, and just because I'm sick of saying the same letters, I'll put it in B tier for now. But adding on to that, for this next feature, I'm going to assume that you've already seen trailers 1 and 2. In general, I think we can all agree that we want better NPCs in GTA 6, but in reference to their ability as witnesses, the community thinks there are a lot of ways that this could be upgraded. For example, we've seen already the presence of social media in GTA 6, with NPCs messaging, recording and posting onto the platform. Although we don't know the names of the apps or platforms at this point in time, it makes sense to think that this is going to be a significant feature in GTA 6. Obviously there's the social dynamic, but in regards to what we've talked about already, just imagine if a member of the public recorded you committing a crime, and this actually got added into the evidence and the police used it to track you down. I mean, based on what I've mentioned already, this wouldn't surprise us at all, but from a gameplay perspective, I can see it being really frustrating. But then again, it just depends on how Rockstar implements it into GTA 6, so we'll put it in B tier for the minute. Anyway, now that part's over and done with, let's move on to the next section, which could be a bit more interesting for some of you as it's more focused on GTA 6 Online. First off, we want to see improved businesses in GTA 6, and ones which are a lot more interactive. If you play GTA 5, then you would have noticed that after a while, the businesses all felt pretty static, and almost like placeholders in the world of GTA Online. No disrespect to Rockstar, but most of the businesses that they added over the years basically had a really similar template and format. For instance, if you compare the MC businesses is with maybe the nightclub. Yes, they're clearly different and offer different ways to make money, but the core concept of the businesses are all pretty much the same. In the MC businesses, you could obviously either buy or steal product to start the production process, and with the nightclub it was pretty much a fully passive business, with no real extra reason to interact or engage with it. You just let it sit in the background and make your money over time. In fairness, I do think we need a few businesses like this in GTA 6 Online, but we also definitely need more varied and engaging businesses, ones where you actually need to put in some of your time and effort to make them actually feel like they're your business. And on top of that, I understand that GTA 6 is centered around being a criminal, but why can't we own a coffee shop or maybe engage in some white collar crime? It would be hilarious if we could own a fast food restaurant, and this ties into what we mentioned earlier. We want to be like Gus Fring from Breaking Bad and just have a drug empire with the front being Los Pollos Hermanos. But anyway, I've waffled enough now because I'm just really excited for GTA 6 Online, and because there's basically unlimited possibilities for businesses, then I feel like I have to put this one in S tier also. But leading on from that now, this next feature ties in slightly to the last one, so I'm just going to brief on it really quickly, and that's that the community wants to buy and manage properties in GTA 6. Yes, I understand what you're thinking right now, and that's that we can obviously already buy properties in GTA, but what this is relating to is allowing us to buy a wide variety of apartments and properties, ones hopefully featuring fully customizable interiors, and maybe there's the possibility of even earning rental income from some of these properties, and those 100% could provide you passive income and remove the need for those type of businesses going forward. On top of that, for all you car guys out there, it's clear you all want to see real car dealerships in GTA 6, and this would be a fantastic feature, and to my knowledge one that we've not seen before in a GTA game. It would be great to enter a dealership and physically browse the cars and maybe even take some of them for a test drive. And adding on to that, I think a lot of us will enter these dealerships and actually want to play Grand Theft Auto and steal one of the cars. So if this feature actually is in GTA 6, it will be interesting to see how Rockstar adds it into the game. Maybe all the cars at the dealership are all fitted with a tracker, so it's really difficult to steal them without getting caught. Anyway, I apologise for sort of grouping those together, but just a slim possibility that rentals could replace these boring businesses in GTA 6 Online means I have to put it in S tier. Next we have the fan feature of AI based gangs and crew members in GTA 6 Online, and this is going to come in really handy for our solo players out there with no friends, me included. Let's face it, we've all tried to sell our business product in GTA Online with a few friends, and if you want a pussy you do it in a public server and try get the extra cash, which I think was around an extra 1% per player in the lobby. But anyway, that's besides the point, because even if you ask your friends to protect you while you sell your product, most of the time it would end up going to shit, and this is where this next feature might come in handy. Just picture for a minute, as part of the parcel of owning a business, maybe you get your own gang or crew of NPCs that you can just boss around wherever you want, and these could act as your security or just general bodyguards, and they could help you out with missions or even selling product as well. I think overall this could be a great feature in GTA 6, but I'm just not too sure how Rockstar could implement it without crashing the game, as I don't think it would be possible to have 64 players in the server, and then just imagine another 5 NPCs for every player in the server. I just don't think it's going to like it very much. So taking everything into consideration, although this feature would benefit me, I'm actually only going to put it in C tier, because although it was frustrating at the time, nothing will beat selling your product with your old friends on GTA Online, and also I just don't know how Rockstar would put this into GTA 6, but I'm not entirely sure if I should be factoring that into the rating, but oh well, let's move on. But just before we move on, if you're getting value from this video, make sure you like and subscribe and leave your opinion down below. I'll respond to every single one of you. Anyway, back to the video. Next up, let's talk about what I'm going to call off-mission heists. What I mean by this is just whatever you do in free roam normally, like robbing a shop, a bank, or blowing up those security trucks you see driving around in GTA 5. The community, and me included, really think this needs to be developed in GTA 6. I think there needs to be a lot more depth when you're robbing stores and just banks on the fly out of nowhere. Let's say you're robbing a gas station, for example. I feel like there has to be around 2 or 3 different scenarios on how you can actually rob it, and maybe it could play into your wanted level after you complete the robbery. For instance, if you eliminate everyone in and around the gas station, then there's not going to be any witnesses, and the police are going to have a hard time tracking you down. Whereas if you show mercy or just restrain the people in the gas station, then this could go against you when you're so-called in the clear. But leading on from that, with the more speculated interiors in GTA 6, I really hope you're able to rob more local and smaller banks. And again, maybe there's multiple ways and slightly different variations of banks, which may require you to rob them or go through a different step-by-step process each time. But although this is highly speculative and just what fans want, I'm going to put it in S tier just because you need those possibilities in free roam. Next, let's talk about the gunplay that fans want in GTA 6. And more specifically, what I mean by this is more realistic weapon gunplay. For instance, the introduction of recoil and maybe guns that actually take a while to reload, as well as pistols being able to be drawn quicker than assault rifles per se, which I think was also a feature in RDR2. On top of that, we all want to see more realistic gun sounds, but it's pretty much confirmed that's coming in GTA 6, so let's whack this one into S tier, so long as it doesn't take me 30 seconds to pull out a minigun. Another feature now, mostly inspired by Red Dead Redemption 2, and this also includes the more heavier and realistic style of that game. In GTA 6, I'd like to see everything that we've seen in RDR2, to ultimately provide us with more challenging variety of street fights in GTA 6, and that leads nicely into what you're going to do with the bodies after the fight. Obviously, the ability to pick up and bury bodies and just lug them around was available in RDR2 as well, and there's not really much more to say here, apart from just let me stuff someone into the boot of my car please. S tier. Okay guys, we're on to the final two now, and the first of the two including more interiors, more enterable buildings, etc. We've heard it all before, but the rumoured 700 enterable buildings in GTA 6 is a pretty cool stat, if Rockstar pulls it off of course. And adding on to that, the community wants to see a more destructible environment. Maybe in GTA 6 you might actually be able to destroy a tree after you ram into it, instead of it just being an indestructible force like in all previous games. And leading on from that, we obviously had the jerry cans in GTA 5, which allowed you to essentially make a trail of fire anywhere. But imagine if fire actually spreads in the next GTA 6 game. Maybe dry grass or trees out in Mount Caliga might be able to set on fire and the fire could actually spread. And this could be one of the 1000 dynamic world events that we've seen GTA 6 is supposed to have. Although if there actually is wildfires in GTA 6, then I'm pretty sure the PS5's not going to be able to handle it, and I'm going to have a wildfire in my house at the same time. But including the supposed 700 interiors in GTA 6, let's put this one in S tier. And last but not least, the most wanted fan feature of all, and that's to remove the lovely Oppressor Mark II from GTA 6. Personally, I think you've all gone mad. This was my favourite vehicle in GTA 5. It was so easy to use and it was quick as hell, as well as giving you the ability to bully anyone in GTA 5. So if they remove my baby from GTA 6, I'm not going to be a happy bunny. D tier.